Hey everybody, this is Holly, your everyday life coach. And today we're going to be talking about the idea of gratitude. When I was young, I think about the idea of gratitude, and I think probably like others, I was taught to, say thank you and write thank you notes. And the whole idea of gratitude back then was being polite, right? And so we've almost had to reprogram ourselves as adults to think about gratitude differently. And gratitude, I feel like, is kind of the source, right? The source of being happy. It's such a kind of, easy concept, right? If we're grateful and we practice gratitude, we will find happiness. And the practice is really taking things to another level. I'm talking about like discipline and focus and the choice of being grateful. And what's interesting is the difference that gratitude can make on yourself. So there have been studies done, and I actually have some of the studies listed in a Pinterest board. It gives you less anxiety, more energy, decreased depression, increased forgiveness. Grateful people have 10% fewer stress-related illnesses. They are by far more physically fit. Grateful people have blood pressure that is lower by 12%. Gratitude has the strongest link with mental well-being than any other character trait. And like I said before, it increases self-esteem, gives you more energy, helps you sleep better. These things, right, we spend money on to get. We'll put pills in us and we'll, go to a life coach like me or a therapist to try to help us with these things. What I'm saying to you is you can make that change. You can make it. It's a choice. There's a quote that I've seen: if you want to find happiness, find gratitude. And so, how do you practice gratitude? Here are some ideas that I can give you. Keep a gratitude journal. So, this doesn't need to be a fancy journal. This can be just one that you pick up, at the local store. And you write in it every single maybe night and morning or just morning. And you keep it near your bed. And it could be, today I'm thankful for that I woke up feeling better. That I have a roof over my head. And at night, if you were to do it, you can write in your journal, my favorite part of the day was, I felt joy today when. I'm grateful for this person today and why. Right? So, having this journal, I would recommend next to your bed, and before you go to bed or when you first wake up, making an effort, right, and a discipline to do this. You could do it in the shower. So this was one of the things that I had talked about in the podcast, Savor the Shower. In your shower, you could be really mindful of, the things that you, with the same kind of, respect of the journal, like, what are you grateful for today? Who are you grateful for? And really thinking about those things while you're taking a shower. Another idea would be a gratitude jar. And this could be as simple as a mason jar, and some Post-it notes, and a pen. And you keep this mason jar, I don't know, maybe in your kitchen, in your bedroom, maybe in your bathroom. This could be a family thing. And every time you feel, grateful for something, or, just every single day, you add to the jar. You write on a Post-it note and throw it in there. And how cool would it be if every single day you put something in that jar, and at the end of the year, you go through all of those Post-it notes? How wonderful would that feel? Or maybe as a family, you go through all of those Post-it notes. Like, just life-changing. For geeks like me, there are apps. There are 3 that I would recommend. One is called Grateful, a gratitude journal. The next one is called Happy Feed. And the third is My Grateful Journal. So these journals are great because the app is going to remind you, hey, it's time to write in your journal. They're also going to prompt you with questions to help you write. For me, I like using apps. Again, I'm kind of a techie, and it just helps me form the habit. But it's just all depends on like how you want to vibe with this. Another idea that you could do is social media challenge. So, if you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you can create a social media challenge, right? And every single day you post what you're grateful for, kind of to keep you accountable for this. There's hashtags there. I have a bunch of ideas on Pinterest. If you go to digital wellness, if you do a search on Pinterest for digital wellness, I have a board called Gratitude, and I have like a bunch of different ideas that are out there for this. But honestly, gratitude, it's like, gosh, right? It's like the cheapest therapy that you can do. If all we want to do in life is to be happy, if that is our like hashtag Monday motivation, the source of that is being grateful. So I challenge you to, start this practice. If you do a practice, please comment on, any of my channels, on the podcast player that you're listening to. I just would love to hear more about how everybody's doing this. So I appreciate you listening. This is Holly Most, your everyday life coach.